My name is Fumi Nakamaki. This is a sample of my speaking voice as recorded at the beginning of the course in Basic Voice Training and Diction at East Los Angeles Junior College, September 1955. This is a little story about Henry Horton and how he wheeled his wheelbarrow through Hinton and ended up being a wharf hand. Henry was a wheezing, hacking whelp with an eye for whatever heightened mischief. Henry was wheeling his wheelbarrow down Hartnett Street when he saw a whaling vessel heave to at Wharf 7. Her hull was weathered and from weathering hundreds of whipping white-capped oceans from Honduras to Honolulu. The white sails made Henry's heart writhe with desires for adventure. He wheeled his wheelbarrow down to the wharf where the ship had tied up. While he walked, wheezing along, he thought of the many places he would like to go if he were a wild hulk of a seafaring man. Henry thought of Honolulu, the Himalayas, of white-crested mountains, and most of all, how he would like to get rid of his wheelbarrow and send it whirling into the wind-blown sea. He saw a sailor in white trousers standing on Wharf 7 whistling Dixie. He wheeled up to the sailor and asked how he could get a job on a whaling ship which would take him to Honduras or any faraway place. The sailor hired Henry to clean up the whale smell which surrounded the vessel. Of course, this was impossible, but that's how Henry Horton wheeled his wheelbarrow down to Wharf 7 and became a wharf hand. I remember when I first got behind the steering wheel of a car, about 5 years ago. It was quite an experience, for my judgment was so poor that in my attempt to back the car out of our driveway, I hit something. It was the faucet. I pulled the brakes, jumped out of the car, and looked at the damage. Water was gushing in all directions. I had knocked the faucet off and had broken the pipe. What shall I do now, I thought to myself. Should I call the fire department, the water department, or the police department? In my excitement and thoughts, my father called from the window asking why I was watering the lawn with so much water. I explained to him as fast as I could that I was wasting all the water in the city. How anyone could have been so calm at that moment, I'll never know, for my father came out with a wrench and a metal cap in his hands. He placed the cap over the broken part of the faucet and stopped the flood. That was a hard way to learn how to back a car out of the driveway, but believe me, I learned.